Think of it as if the Planet of the Apes trilogy's rights were given to the Sci-Fi Channel.
Welcome to the horror show. You realize there is nowhere to run. You know came to fight. Paranoia is getting alive.
Rampage! Best video game movie adaptation ever? Let's find out. The plot. George, an albino gorilla, lives in a sanctuary, and his best friend, Davis, played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, is also his handler. However, after a spacecraft's escape pod explodes in mid-orbit and 3 canisters rocket down to Earth, things go south. George, along with 2 other creatures, a wolf and a crocodile, have now succumbed to the toxins inside of those canisters and are genetically changing and growing, moving and gaining strength very fast. Now, it is up to a geneticist, Kate played by Naomi Harris, Davis, and the military to stop these beasts from destroying everything. Too bad Claire Wyden, played by Malin Arkerman from The Final Girls, and her goofy brother, Brett, played by Jake Lacey, stand in their way as 2 cartoonish villains. After seeing the trailer, I figured this movie was spoiled entirely. It kind of was, but damn did I still have a blast with this movie. While it does have serious moments that work quite well, this movie is popcorn entertainment at heart. There is nothing wrong with that, especially since this movie balances its tone quite well. It starts off with a very serious scene involving a spacecraft that actually is one of the more intense scenes in the movie. From there we get a few corny jokes and the introduction to our characters. Dwayne and his fabulous charisma really is what makes him such a likable character. He is not the best actor, but he does do a really good job when it comes to having fun. The second Naomi Harris's character finds out about what happened, she's tense. She runs over to the zoo and is not only interested in neutralizing the threat, but saving George as well. We then meet Harvey Russell, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who is the snarky character that thinks he can contain George. That is, until the Wydens do something that was actually a pretty cliche yet understandable move, if only to bring all 3 monsters to the city. The Wydens are kind of hilarious. They are not overly cartoony, but there are hints of sly and or crazed actions that can seem a bit daft. P.J. Byron, the person who played Nelson, who was Davis's right-hand man for the first part of the movie, was kind of a mystery to me. I couldn't place where I saw him before, but then I looked him up and saw that he was in Final Destination 5. Hell yeah. He's also going to be in the new Tremors TV movie or series or whatever that I'm really excited for. Finally, I should point out that George is a character all his own as well. You grow to love George, and I am actually glad they didn't go with the alternate ending. The less said, the better. The gore, the effects. For a PG-13 film, this was surprisingly violent. There were some quick glimpses of mutilated corpses, and bloodshed was abound. And there's even a decapitation. I honestly didn't expect this much for a film with this rating. I got Khan Skull Island flashbacks all over again, and I liked it. The CGI and visuals are actually damn good. I didn't expect them to be quite that realistic in a lot of the shots, but they were. The motion picture soundtrack? Honestly, the score by Andrew Lockington, who also composed San Andreas, which was also directed by Brad Payton, who directed Rampage, started off sounding a lot like The Legend of Tarzan's music. Not that this is a bad thing, I actually like the cue that I'm talking about, and thought it fit nicely. The music is really good, not highly original, and it doesn't have a main theme, but it gets the job done, and it is done well. It's a really entertaining monster movie. It has a cold open and some serious moments, but other than those scenes, this is a fun flick. The characters are enjoyable, the effects are outstanding, and there's plenty of action. I was going to give this a 3 out of 5, but it's more than just a great popcorn entertainment film. It's got feelings and makes you care. Overall, I give Rampage a 3.5 out of 5. Lion Brian Gatto, host of Horror Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below, leave comments, and subscribe.